Riaz Khan. Long look at that. Hong Kong, China. You want to compete at this level, you have to be able to control the controllables and pay attention to detail. That's the only way you can upset a high quality side. Last ball is a dot and it is 8 overs done and 66 for 2.
Seems like Bangladesh happy to go at a slow pace. I'm just looking at the target and want to get there. Really two ways that stronger teams tackle targets against weaker teams. So recently our India are just looking to build every ball for 4 or 6. didn't really pace their innings as per the target. All the target was very small, but Bangladesh, I guess, a little more conservative. They're not playing high-risk cricket. They're looking at the target as not being a huge one and playing accordingly. You can see there are lots of ones and twos. A couple of batters have been out to aggressive shots, but it seems like them, what should I say? It's more a calculated run chase from Bangladesh.
Bangladesh will be playing all their matches, the first 3 matches at this venue. And it does help batters spending a bit of time and getting used to the conditions. Not a big target to chase, so they are well placed at the moment, 8 wickets in hand. But next 2 matches are up against Sri Lanka and Afghanistan. They will need to be at time aggressive. That's where the mindset changes.
Also, after the kind of bowling that they'll get when they play against Sri Lanka and Afghanistan. Here you've got some difficult bowlers to tackle in the sense the kind of speeds that they bowl at. You see that there, right there is a problem where you have a bowler who bowls at 70 kilometers per hour. The odd ball is about 80, 90. So there's no pace for these batters who are used to a certain pace from the fast bowlers or spinners. We saw Afghanistan batters as well struggle with that a little bit. It's easier said than done to go hammer and tongs at these Hong Kong China bowlers. 70 for 2. You'd imagine slightly better weather conditions, in fact more than slightly better once the evening sets in. One really good thing about this ground is there is a breeze constantly blowing across. Finds the fielder. The spectators at this stage will be enjoying the view. You can see it's a very open ground. Got one side which is the pavilion side where everything happens. The other side is there's some stands and positions for the camera people to set their equipment, and that's the breeze that we were talking about. Just unbelievable after how they managed to have an outfield of this kind in the kind of natural conditions, weather conditions that they have. So just hats off everyone involved in giving us this kind of an outfield of pitch as well. Pristine against all odds. And like Sri Lanka, where you have 2 or 3 monsoons in a year, there's always a drizzle around the corner. Here, water is such an issue, but look at the outfield. Beautiful. And these are the hard-working men who make it possible.
Yeah, wonderful conditions. You speak about the ground staff, unsung heroes, worked really hard every time. They go on to make sure that everything is in a pristine condition. So hats off, absolutely, for the wonderful work they've put in.
Mrs. was giving it everything. Boy, the Hridoy, another very talented young Sri Lankan batter.
He's had his issues in the recent past, but in the 2023 Asia Cup, he did manage to score 82 versus Sri Lanka and then 54 versus India. But in the recent past, he struggled. He struggled with his forms. It'll be good for him to spend some time in the middle.
I remember watching him then in the Asia Cup that you mentioned, and he was one of the bright spots there. And such young players will go through a phase of low scores. But when you see that kind of an ability, you just need somebody, the captain or coach, who tell him that no matter what, we're going to back you. But eventually they come good. They're almost halfway through the game, and this is how it stands. We've had a couple of very one-sided matches. This one, not as much. And it's credit to Hong Kong, China. Phil Simo there. Very familiar figure and expression as well. Looks a very sad man, doesn't he, Phil Simo? I remember as a player as well. Oh, he's hurt by my remarks. He's walking off. 74 for 2. And it's time for drinks for the players. Much improved performance from Hong Kong, China. Got 143 for 7. 3 batters really looking good. Isaac up there, Zishan Ali. Nassim Murtaza was the pick of the 3 batters. Unfortunate at the time that he got run out, because there would have been maybe 12 runs added to that score. Bangladesh going about it methodically. Nothing fancy. Couple of batters outplaying an aggressive shot. I guess they just want to take it a little more safely rather than just go on belting every ball. So we've got a good game here. Another match here in Abu Dhabi after India made their debut in this Asia Cup 2025, the DP World Asia Cup. And tomorrow it's going to be Pakistan will play their first match in the DP World Asia Cup. They're taking on Oman. That match will be played in Dubai. Not too much of a difference when you look at the pitch conditions. Maybe a little more for the spinners in Dubai as opposed to here. Not like Sharjah and Dubai though. But that difference is quite stark. He's in his third over. Steps out and just a little bit of deft work on the leg side. Wanted to.
The ball's from the last boundary, 22 deliveries. So credit to the Hong Kong China bowlers to keep them quiet. What they need now is a wicket. And this somehow pick up a wicket and break this partnership, get a new man in.
Again, you can see both batters really keen to take that second run. There's a lot of calling in between these two batters. Last time it was Tawhid Ruday who played the ball in that direction, wanted two. This time it's the captain who wanted a couple, but well done, Hong Kong China on both occasions, keeping them down to just singles.
The open spaces on the leg side. Fielder in the deep on the leg side has to run in quickly to ensure the batters don't cross over for the second run. They've been good. They've been sharp. They've taken some good catches also.
That's a very good shot. That's an excellent shot. Should have got four. It's a difficult shot to play with the angle that Murtaza creates with his left arm spin.
It's one of his go-to shots for Ridoy. Over the top of the cover, just makes a little bit of room down the leg side, so it opens up the offside field. Another good effort in the outfield from Hong Kong China. Ayush making a really good effort to ensure that it doesn't cross over for the boundary.
Yeah, lots to like of Ayush Shukla. Fast bowler, not afraid to put his body on the line. Second time he's made that kind of a stop and saved an extra run or a couple of runs. Got one more after this, so there's going to be a few more left arm spinning deliveries from the captain. Now again, he's put it in a gap where they should be getting a couple of runs. Yes, it's ones and twos. It's not your typical T20 innings that you're seeing here, but they've got 7 runs so far in this over.
A touch short on that occasion from Murtaza. And he was hanging back, Ridoy, to create that gap on the offside square of the wicket to pick up another couple of runs. 7 without hitting a boundary.
Lots of running involved between these two. It's not cold, cooler, but not cold, so it can be tough. 82 for 2. Now again, he should be getting a couple of runs. Yes, we can see how Bangladesh are going about. It's a very nice reflection of that run chase. Just staying ahead of the Hong Kong China run rate or the batting progress. Attention needed for one of the Hong Kong China players. So Litton, when he got that last run, overtook Mahmudullah. Like when he passed 8 runs today for most runs for Bangladesh in T20 International. Shakib sits at the top of the tree. And there you go. Shakib, 2,551 runs, along with pack full of wickets as well. Quite incredible for somebody who's an all-rounder to be on that batting list right at the top. Nitin Das, a pure batter, very stylish player. Mahmudullah as well, or a batting all-rounder. Tamim Iqbal, wonderful left-hander, not playing in this tournament. and Mushfiqur Rahim, keeper batter, the top 5 run getters.
Hong Kong, China did manage to score 143 for 7. There was a good partnership between Nizakat and Murtaza. Had one on straight on, perhaps 160, maybe 170 was a possibility. Big shout for leg before.
Zaz is very keen and it seems like they will take a chance with that review. Got a couple.
The umpire to director. We have a player review for LBW. All fields is brought out. I have checked the field. It's a fair delivery. Can we start with front on, please? Ball is close to the bat and gloves. Can I confirm with ultras, please? Keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. Roll it back one more time, please. And now roll forward. Yeah. Roll it back one more time, please. Roll it back one more time. Now roll forward.
Opening here dito Jackie Gandhi. Iya bawa lihat itu.
I don't have any conclusive evidence that it hit the pad first. So, stay with your original decision.
Boleh dulu naik.
Ravi, stand by. You're on screen. Please signal.
Good umpiring all around. Ravindra Vimalasuri saying not out. And then the TV umpire, Asif Yaqub, saying wasn't conclusive with what he got because it was just too close together. 82 for 2.
It's a pretty decent delivery, Sanjay, because he got himself stuck on the crease. Lichun Komadash not going forward or going backwards. So he was in a spot of bother. Surely, it was a lot closer than we thought earlier on. Now have a look at his feet movement. A little bit of back and across, and then he's stuck in his crease.
You watch it like that, you think it's bad and no gloves, but what the TV umpire got. Very rarely do you get an ultra edge. Not fine, he should be able to get around it. Deep down there, a third man. Very rarely you get the glove and the bat so close together that you're just not able to decipher whether it was bat first or glove first. And very good interpretation and decision from Asif Yaqub to just say it's not conclusive. The decision on the field stands. Yeah, that same kind of approach. Just tucking the ball around the corner, running the first run very hard, coming back to the second. Lots of hard work between these two batters, running hard between the wickets. Slightly different team when you run chase this.
Bangladesh will be hoping to be a little bit aggressive because in the next couple of games they're up against Sri Lanka and Afghanistan. 59 required after these 2 series, 51 deliveries. They have 8 wickets in hand, a partnership of 38 of 37. And you see what they have done against this bowling attack of Hong Kong, China. Not have been their best. 31 deliveries since the last boundary.
I don't think we should worry too much about it as we see Tawhid Toy now, the player in the spotlight, and he should be very talented player, great potential. Just reacting to the conditions pitches out there. I think they just found out going out there, this pitch is suiting the style of Hong Kong China bowlers who like to take the pace off. The moment they get a surface when the ball comes on, you've got quicker bowlers. Like to see the strike rate with that.
Yeah, both Afghanistan and Sri Lanka will be keeping a very close eye on this chase from Bangladesh. Make no mistake. It's also important to get the message across. Fine, in the end, if you have 8 wickets at hand and still go on to win. Very good. But it's the kind of approach that the opposition will be also looking at. I know they've got time, but they've got enough time and the wickets in hand. Again, a wide. And you have someone like Mitchell Kumar Das, who was the player of the series in the last series they had. Netherlands coming over. Rico had struggled, but this partnership will settle them in the middle. He's been a very elegant batter. As a leader in the last 3 series, going on to win 3 series on the trot. Mitchell Kumar Das has made a very strong statement in terms of captaincy and batting also.
Good running again. Fielder was not on the edge of the circle. Once the ball was played in that direction, great understanding. These two just ran for it with the response. He was running toward the danger area. Have a look at this. Plays and just trusting his partner.
Once it goes behind you, looking at the non-striker, is he running towards you? Yes, you take him on. Very good. Excellent.
Fitness test as well in many ways. You can see both of them panting. But they're still up for the job. This time the fielder is too close to take a simple threat of score. It's 89 for 2.
Bangladesh fans not looking quite as lively as they were a few minutes ago. Bangladesh, though, still in control of this chase at the moment, while they have the 2 wickets down only. It's up to Hong Kong here, Hong Kong China, to force the issue, take some wickets, otherwise it could be a bit of a stroll. Pitch it on for the first time. Greets it with a reverse sweep. That's where the space is. Great connection as well from Lytton Das. Bit of innovation and clever as well. He saw where the space was.
Even with the reverse sweep, Lytton Das is all grace and class. That's a beautiful shot. It's a reverse sweep, unconventional. Even with that, so much poise.
Shah was more impressive from China bowlers against Afghanistan. Picked up a couple of wickets. Around the wicket. The right-hander have done that really well when they buzz. Tapped and run. Any boundaries, just 3 between them. They've just been ahead of the wide rate all the way through.
It seems as if Bangladesh have this under control. You would think that maybe they need to do it quickly.
Aggression flat, won't carry.
Because of the fact that two teams will compete against one is already have a big victory, so they have not lose probably Bangladesh right now. Just
He's going to get lucky there. Full shot. Drops about where regulation mid-on would have been.
Probably just thinking that we get this done, get this over the line without the rest of the games later on. But I want to leave something out there in the field.
Again, they run the first quickly, and they're going to come back for two. We've seen that a few times between these two. That's been a feature of the partnership, which is now up to 50. A crucial one as well. 47 balls, just over a run a ball. They've showed their experience, really. And maybe they're just thinking now, just going up a gear, just from what we've seen in this over. A couple of aggressive options taken. Again, they're going to get 182. Yeah. Very good from Pridoy. He's so good at touching, turning and running. 11 off the over. 100 exactly for two.
যারা ইতালি আসার জন্য স্বপ্ন দেখতেছে তাদের জন্য সুখবর 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 ইতালি সরকার 4.5 লক্ষ মানুষ আনবে শ্রমিক আনবে ইতালি সরকার 4.5 লক্ষ শ্রমিক ইতালিতে আনবে আপনারা সবাই প্রস্তুতি নিতে পারেন ইতালি আসার জন্য প্রস্তুতি নিতে পারেন তো অবশ্যই আপনি দ্রুত সময়ে পাসপোর্ট করেন যারা ইতালি আসার জন্য স্বপ্ন দেখতেছে তাদের জন্য সুখবর 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 ইতালি সরকার 4.5 লক্ষ মানুষ আনবে শ্রমিক আনবে ইতালি সরকার 4.5 লক্ষ শ্রমিক ইতালিতে আনবে আপনারা সবাই
Thirsty work out there, even though it is coming up towards 9:45 in the evening. It is not easy to keep running twos in these conditions. You definitely need a toweling. Towel after 2 minutes out there. As all this running, sort of have anti-cramp juice, what is it, pickle juice that they drink these days?
Absolutely, 32 run. Today or okay, but over here, Abu Dhabi, it's hot gone out of you.
Sure, back into the attack, starts with an off cutter straight away. Probably a sensible move, really, because China just have to get a wicket now. Don't get one in the next couple of overs, this game will well be gone.
Just is now itching to get it going, get those big shots going. Also, just looking at it, thinking maybe not too so. For that leg side fence a couple of times. Again, armed up that leg side.
The ball getting through. Come through for one. Well, Bangladesh, we keep hearing, much improved on the six-hitting front. 7 sixes per match in the calendar year. Ai Shukla will aim to prevent any being hit off his bowling. He is a key bowler for Hong Kong, China. He'll swing early on with the newborn, both games so far. He's picked up a wicket already today. Banged in short, and again, the luck is on the batter's side. Both fielders there directly behind the keeper.
Yeah, pace on this time around. Got a couple of deliveries off pace. This one is gone into the pitch and quickly. A big swing, keeper up. Better thought for the keeper. Bouncer when he's standing up to the stumps. Has gone to the fence. Bangladesh will take that. Litton will take that. Litton wants to now maybe get this done through boundaries. There's been a lot of running between the wickets. We talked about the conditions. They're hardly pleasant.
Little lap, which beats the fielder on the inside. Back-to-back boundaries behind square, but this one he definitely meant Litton does.
Yeah, they're looking for those options now, looking to get this done swiftly. It's waltz across, a little ramp. That's all that was needed. Certainly a step on the accelerator.
Feels like this could be the over that breaks the resistance of Hong Kong, China. Wide rate under 6. Goes back to the cutter. Again, it's well played by Litton, watching it all the way onto the bat.
It's been very good, especially being able to pick the gaps with a couple of quality shots. Litton Das, as always, with some beautiful boundaries. But in between all that, there was that terrific running between the wickets. 64 or 53 and counting.
Good over from Bangladesh's point of view. 12 off it. 112 for 2. Tigers not quite roaring, you would say, but just growling a little bit at the moment. They're on the way to victory. 8 wickets in hand, 32 needed off 36 balls. You think now it's just about how quickly you can get it done. But it's not easy in the oppressive heat. Tiger looks quite happy. Oh, big shot. Thick outside edge. Ridoy, quite as fluent as Litton Das at the moment.
Ehsan Khan, your spinner. Widely experienced for Hong Kong, China now. This might be the matchup that Litton Das is looking for.
Much quicker, but he's caught up with it. Litton Das, and he's hit the boundary as well. That was out near the middle of the bat, easily enough for the boundary.
Tried to bowl that Yorker. It was flat, it was probably the arm ball, but missed the length completely. Full toss in the end, but the timing, as always, from Litton Das, superb. Through the offside. So single and then the boundary. Bangladesh looking to close in quickly.
Makes room. Well bowled by Ehsan. Just tossed that one up. Got a bit of turn. He's been uncharacteristically expensive for him. His 9 balls have gone for 20. His economy rate normally well under 6.5. It's a good shot. Cut off stump. Missed that and he was gone. Only going to be 1, but Ridoy's annoyed. He wanted another 2. I think Litton Das said, look, enough 2s, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. Captain's had enough. Been plenty of running. And he said, that is enough. I've done my fitness test and I've passed it. Now I want to do it in boundaries.
Canny batting in this over so far. Scored off every delivery. With the one really bad ball away for 4. It has been a really impressive actual chase, I think, between these two, the way they put the partnership together and just slowly gone up through the gears. Took any possible sting out of the situation at 47 for 2. This is heaved and into the gap, but it won't go for 4. That's a good bit of fielding. Deep mid-wicket. Ridoy still can't get more than a 2. 122 for 2. Yep, it is an evening for plenty of water. Lots of water coming off bodies of the players as well. His shirt there, Trudeau, it's stuck tight to him. A bit like you in the gym, Buzzard. That's how hard you work out. Stuck tight to your guns.
Absolutely, when I went to the shower with my shirts and clothes on, that's how I come out. Never worked that hard, ever.
It's a long sweep. Controlled, but 6. That was all timing from Leighton Das. He didn't try to hit it too hard, but he knew he had enough to get it over the fielder.
Yeah, just in his zone. Yeah, see him pulling it slightly too full, and the shot was on, and didn't need a second invitation. He's on to 48. That's his first maximum.
Wide in short as a response. It'll be another 2. It will be. And it's going to be 50 for the new captain, Leighton Das. 33 balls it's taken. Batting at number 3 these days in a side that's lacking a bit of experience in the top 6. So he's a crucial player over the next few games, few months, maybe even a few years, and he's delivered today.
Now, how very important for Bangladesh, for their captain and the premier batter to start off with a 50.
Catch! Skewed over, backward point, and they trot back for, you guessed it, a 2.
And now just 12 required. 3 deliveries of this 16th over remain. Leighton Das 52, and he doesn't want to be out there for too long. He is seriously blowing.
It's been hard work, and he's not been afraid of it at all. Neither batter has. Fast hands, that's a lovely cut shot behind square. Leighton Das of Bangladesh are now roaring to their target.
Yeah, just trying to hide it outside off stump. Flat and short. Leighton Das, too good a player. You missed out there. That is a beautiful back cut, if you like. Hit it so hard that no chance for the boundary rider at all.
The strike rate now is up to 160. Starts it off at around 100, maybe even just under 100. Shows you can catch up pretty quick once you get your eye in. Yes, the 7 more. I want to get it done early in the next over. You want to get off and have an ice bath, I think. Only 1. But a good over. 16 off it. 138 for 2. overall, Bazi, what have you made of Bangladesh today, bowling and batting?
Quite a professional performance. Well, I think they've got plenty in the bag, but just to come off unscathed or just get points on the board, that was probably their main focus, and they've done exactly that. The highlight, though, is their captain striking form. Big heave, misses. Yeah, the bowling's always going to be stronger with the experience that they've got. I have Askin Mustafiz, the one that carries on with the arm very close to the off stump, though. Batting, well, if the batting comes to the party, Bangladesh are a real side to be contended with. Asia Cup, these conditions here suit their type of play, although they don't have a great record in the UAE. But in theory, it should be conditions which play into their hands.
A little dance there before the ball came down, a little shuffle, went to the leg side, then the offside. Can Tridoy finish it off with one blow here, get off the park. Sure, both these batters will be desperate to get back in some air conditioning. Swinging hard still. Got some valuable time at the crease anyway, you can say that about Tawhid Tridoy. Didn't get much in the previous series against the Netherlands. This will be valuable for him, hold him in good stead, even if he hasn't been at his best. Bangladesh are going to have tougher tests ahead, though, aren't they? They're going to have to win one, at least, of the games against Afghanistan and Sri Lanka to go through. May have to win both, depending on net run rates. It's just not quite at his best. Only 2 more needed. Bowling coach, used to be Afghanistan bowling coach briefly, and Pakistan. He's been around all over Asia. He's reasonably happy, I think, with his bowlers today. Atik Iqbal in, and he's got a wicket. Such a shame Lindas couldn't last right to the end. He deserved to. But Atik Iqbal has been the pick of the bowlers for Hong Kong, China, and he's picked up another.
Bowled beautifully in the power play, now comes back. Just lack of pace and maybe a lack of energy with Litton Das trying to finish it off, hitting it down the ground. Inside edge, onto the stumps. Iqbal has his second. Litton Das got it beautifully for his 59 of just 39. It is 142 for 3.
Tucker Ali in. Leg by. Scores are now level. It'll be over to Tawhid Tridoy again to hit the winning runs. That's why he's going to get the opportunity
just trying to finish it. The captain Lindas lost his shape a little bit, trying to go up and over. Mid-on deserves a pat on the back because he did all the hard work, and it's a shame he couldn't get there.
And a cold drink and a nice spot.
Probably one of the few times that an ice bath might be enjoyable.
In a good outing for Iqbal though is 3.3, 2 for 13. Taq Ahmed been with Bangladesh for a while, spin bowling, having a word on the conditions especially. Just one run now required.